Welcome to another episode of Off-Road Hub. My name is Ken. I'm here today with Jerry.
Hello.
You may remember Jerry. He was on the Rubicon Trail trip with me last summer in July. So we had a great time on that trip, and I was down in Texas, so I figured, man, I'm just going to hit up Jerry and go wheeling one of his favorite places. And so today we're in Clayton, Oklahoma at the Green Acres Off-Road Park. Is it the park?
Yes.
Green Acres Off-Road Park in Clayton, Oklahoma. It's I think it's pretty hardcore according to Jerry. All the trails are kind of dug out, and so it's pretty crazy. He's got his really rowdy looking Samurai here today. It's he's not afraid of body damage in this one. On the Rubicon, Jerry had his really fancy, awesome Lexus. And I said today, oh, you should have brought your Lexus out. And he said, there's no way I would bring my Lexus out on these trails. So I'm glad I have my FJ Cruiser. So he's got his crazy Samurai. I've got my FJ. The trails are crazy. So I don't know how far I'll make it up on the trails. I might have to stop and bail out on the FJ and hop in the Samurai. We'll just have to see how it goes. Jerry wanted to ease me into the trails here at Green Acres, so we started out on what he described as the easiest trail in the park. It's called Wet and Wild. You know a park is going to have some hardcore trails when the easiest trail has the word wild in the name. The main part of the trail follows a boulder-filled creek bed. This was the deepest portion. Jerry's little Samurai is so light and small, it just kind of bounces over everything. I really kind of fell in love with it on this trail. It made my FJ seem like a big, heavy tank. That scraping noise is my gas tank skid. It got bent down at Hidden Falls, so it was dragging on rocks occasionally. All the trails that I saw, including this one, are pretty wide and allow you to take any level of difficult line you might want. I was hunting for the path of least resistance, but you could make it pretty extreme if you wanted to. I put this big rock right in the center of the vehicle. But hey, look, I'm sliding over it. Oh, wait. There's my rear differential. And sometimes you need a boost.
Kind of go to your left. Now keep it up on top of that rock. But as soon as the back climbs, you got a big rock you can see. Yeah. Miss it. All right, you come my way now. Awesome.
Notice that I do not take this line. My tires are too small, wheelbase too long, and front suspension too independent.
Perfect. Hug that rock closer. Yeah.
I put a camera on the back of the Samurai for a nice shot of me following Jerry. Well, it turns out I was actually hung up. I'm not sure what was hung up, but I was having trouble getting over these rocks, probably just a combination of big rocks and wet traction. I had both my front and rear axles locked. And there it is! The sound of a CV joint snapping. In this case, it was my right front outer CV joint. At least I didn't bend a tie rod. The first thing I had to do was get myself winched out of this spot. Then we hooked up a tow strap. An exit for the trail wasn't too far ahead. The FJ could still move under its own power, but there were some big rocks we had to go over to get out, and being hooked up to a strap just made things a lot easier on the remaining CV axle. So with that, I put the FJ back on its shelf for the day. Well, we got it back on the trailer, so I can haul this back to Idaho. You can see this CV axle right here is broken. So I can just turn it. This whole bearing cage in here is snapped, I'm sure. But ideally, it should be the last trail that I do on IFS, so it's very fitting that it broke.
And this was not part of the plan.
No, it wasn't part of the plan, but oh well, that won't be a problem in very much longer. Riding the Samurai now. It's a different view. I broke the CV axle pretty close to the entrance of the park. The trails got much more difficult, so I'm glad I didn't get further into the park and have to tow all the way out. All right, here's a pretty crazy obstacle. Definitely wouldn't be doing this in the FJ. It's super high ledge right here. But Jerry says he can get his little Samurai up here pretty often. So, but no guarantees. No guarantees. He said he might not make it. Oh, jeez. He's gonna come back down it because the rest of the trail is pretty much impassable. So coming down it looks pretty exciting too.
You gonna fall over?
Not yet. You know, you're good. Just keep coming. There you go. There. Now it's gonna start.
Coming out straight?
Yeah, you're coming straight. There you go.
Ah, we're good at that.
Wow.
Thanks.
There you go.
Two-wheel drive reverse.
Yeah, I got you turned. I guess a lot of the Green Acres Park is on the side of a mountain. We climbed this hill for what seemed like forever. It just kept going and going, but it did have lots of fun obstacles all along the way. I felt a little bad about this. Jerry wanted to take the easy way around these bigger rocks, but I pressured him into giving it a try. I would have felt really bad if he had broken something. You know, I just wanted to see if there was anything this mighty little samurai couldn't climb. Oh, so close. These are really big rocks on a really steep hill. All right. Yeah, it just won't climb. Come on. Not quite. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you are getting hung up. There you go. No. Well. Yeah. Okay. Challenge accepted. Challenge completed. Crazy hill climb here. We're just going up and up and up. This little samurai just mountain goats up everything. It's pretty awesome. This short wheelbase is a lot of fun. Still climbing up this big mountain. It just keeps going and going and going. Totally awesome. A lot of fun. There's a couple big ledges right here. I'm not sure if he's coming up those or not. We'll see. Jerry really wanted me to have the full samurai experience, so he really wanted me to give it a drive. Is there a parking brake on?
No parking brake.
All right. There we go. I finished the drive to the top of the mountain, and then we descended relatively quickly back to where we started. Well, thanks for coming along on the venture here. Clayton is pretty hardcore. Absolutely right. Probably not the best place for an FJ Cruiser. As we demonstrated very early on in the video, I snapped a CV axle, but it's on the trailer now, so it's all good. And the next time I hit a trail, hopefully it'll be on a totally new setup. And riding around in this Samurai was really awesome. And thanks, Jerry, for letting me drive it.
No problem.
Having a solid front axle, man, it just is smooth going over those rocks, and I can't wait to have those low gears. It's going to be awesome. So just driving and riding in the Samurai made me even more excited about it. So thanks for coming along again. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, so I can take you on a new adventure every Monday, Thursday, and we'll see you next time.